What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we've got a million coin squad builder. Now I know most of you guys want a fun team and you want to have fun, but you still want to get elite. I know it. This would be a very good team. Now if you ever found that your team is letting you down and you're not getting elite because of your team, this million coin team I think will carry you. You've been using this team, I would say, for 6 months now, been changing players in and out. So this is a team I would fully recommend. Now if you got a million coins, people do like to prefer to buy the likes of Luis Suarez for a million coins. Well, number one, that's not really a prudent investment and to build around him with a cheap team. But number two, you don't even need players that are expensive. Don't ever think a player is good just because they're expensive. These are the players that I've all used. We're going to go with a 4-3-3. And these are going to be the players that I've used. I think I've actually got some of these players in my team as well. So we're going to start off with the centre mid. Now this is one of the centre mids that I used for a very long time. And that is Blanc. Blanc is exceptionally good in CDM. Now I know he's a cam and everyone's like, oh, he's a defender. It doesn't mean anything. I got him in the icon swaps. This guy has been honestly a joke in centre mid. 6'4", medium high, taller than Kante, so he's got that reach. He's like Vieira, but the only issue with Vieira is he's got bad agility and balance, but this player has agility, balance, and he can actually shoot and pass, whereas Vieira cannot. The fact that he only costs 200k now is a bit of a joke. If you haven't got him in your team, you should get him in your team as soon as you can. He's he's exceptionally good player. Good sprint speed, good finishing as well. So even when he does go forward, he can finish inside the box. Amazing penalties, good passing, good dribbling altogether, good defense and good physical. Again, now when I'm making this team, I want everyone to have good stats and ideally good agility and balance. Especially in bad gameplay, you want someone who can play in bad gameplay. You want someone that's strong in midfield. This is the player to go. I would say try to purchase him with a shadow. Now next to him, in order to have a good combination, you can have someone like Kante, but at this stage of FIFA, it is fairly defensive. So we've gone with the players. I like to call him Gabriel. Another very good player. I'll be honest, this player I used for somewhat, not a lot, I'll be honest. They're not using him a lot, but the stats don't lie. You know, he's an exceptionally good player. It is the actual team of the season version, and he's so cheap. It's honestly a joke. We'll link him together with some Brazilian players, but look at the stats. You know, the most important thing, he's got that 5-star weak foot, him surging forward from the defense. Now, if you're playing him in a 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, I'll probably put him on get forward because the work rates are not the best. You can leave him unbalanced in all honesty. But the late runs outside the box is really why you want this guy. Now, although his finishing is not that good, the most important thing is finishing means nothing. If you shoot outside the box, you only take into account long shots and shot power. That's the biggest misconception. So finishing is not important for him. He's got the most amazing stats. Look at the dribbling, defending, physical and passing. Now, if you were going to play him in, well, you can argue where you play him, but if you're going to play him in centre mid or CDM, probably buy him with a hunter. But if you want a more defensive variation, you want to lock out the game and you feel like you struggle defensively, put a shadow on him. But I think these two centre mids, both powerful, both strong, both fast, can do everything. Two versatile midfielders are probably the best thing you can have at this stage of the game. But that way you can change to any formation or change to any system, or even change to a 4-3-3 very easy on the fly. And you can even drop down Blanc to centre back if you really want to as well. Now we're going to go with the striker. Now there's two players. Now I'll be honest, it depends how you want to do this. He's a really, really good player. I used him last week. He honestly carried me to 24-0 down the wing. I used him in the middle sometimes. I think his best role is cam. 5'10", high medium, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Look at those stats. An exceptionally good player. Only cost 190k. I think the only reason why he's so cheap is because you can't link him, but we've got a Brazilian team around him. A very, very good card, can dribble, can shoot, and he's got the strength. Everyone complains about Neymar and everyone, they lack the strength. This guy has everything. Now, I think this card will be perfect in striker. Now, I used him on the wing and I used him in cam, and he's perfect. But I'll be honest, if you want to play him in striker, you can do. We'll get on to that in a second. But I think he's an exceptionally good card. I'd honestly rate him 9 out of 10. Even in a super sub, a very good card. Now next to him, I'll be honest, if you've got a team under 150k, the next player you should be getting is Neymar. Now Neymar is so good that I've actually bought the team of the season Neymar because he's that good for me, but we've gone with the gold one. Now this card played for me 1,000 games. It costs 147, even less now, K. Absolute steal on PS4, probably less on Xbox. Still the best gold card in the game. this card is still better than most team of the season players, and yes, I really mean that. Now, I will play him in striker because of the 5-star, and he's got, in my opinion, he's got that unique dribbling style, and he has the 5-star skill moves for the scoop turn, running scoop turn, should I say. But he gets the job done very well in cam. The key thing is, if you're going to play a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1, you can use both these guys in striker. 2 5-star weak foot, one with a 4-star skill moves, one with 5-star skill moves. It's such a good combination. But I would probably put Neymar on striker. If you do find that Neymar's strength's a big issue, let's say you're not too much of a left stick dribbler, you like to maybe just get the ball to your feet, do a fake shot, just take a touch, then I put Cecilia in striker and then Neymar behind him in a 4-2-3-1. Again, what's important as well in a 4-2-3-1, let's just say it's a 4-2-3-1, the cam doing a 1-2 and then running beyond the striker is one of the key things. And when you get the ball back with from your striker, the ball from the striker to the cam again, the cam can shoot. So having the 2 5-star weak foots are really good. Now, going over to the winger, this is a card I used also for a very long time. He was about 400k now, but since he's gone down so much now, he's such a good buy to buy. Lucas, it's the Shapeshifter Lucas though. This guy I used in my 30k team, the gold Lucas, and this Lucas is exceptionally good. Now, the reason why I like him as well is he's left-footed. Now, most people, they think Lucas is right-footed, especially at this stage of FIFA. So when he goes on his left foot, which is his strong foot, you can catch people off guard. So it's kind of like that being very unpredictable, especially on the wing as a right attacking mid or a right mid. 4-star, high, medium, perfect work rates. Look at that agility balance. Nothing else needs to be said. I would probably go ahead and probably use a Deadeye on him or a Sniper. It's up to you. I'd probably put a Sniper on him because I think on the wing it's better to get the dribbling up in my opinion. But an Engine or a Deadeye could work equally well. Another good card. You can even slap this guy in cam if you really want to do. Again, these guys can play everywhere. If you play a 3-striker formation in a 4-3-2-1, he can play left forward and right forward. And the fact he's 60k again is an absolute steal. Now moving over to the other centre mid, a card that I've used so much and I couldn't recommend him before because he was 500k. I've actually got his, he's actually so good, I've actually got his Team of the Year card, but his Shapeshifter card is a card I used for a very long time. He's so cheap, but I played him in cam. Now, this card is exceptional in cam because he's got the defensive stats. If you play him in cam behind a striker in a 4-2-3-1, he can kind of run back. And it's really good to have this person in cam because he can do the defensive duties up front. And with high medium work rates, he gets the job done very, very well. But again, I think in this situation, we're going to play him on a wing. Now we've got high medium across the front 3 cams and then a high medium and a striker. Honestly, the most perfect combination. Everyone can interchange, everyone can play everywhere. This guy can also play centre mid, CDM. If you're losing, you can put on another striker. You can, for example, take the likes of Blankov and put a Tal in CDM. He's got those stats. He can play defense. Now, if you're going to play him in cam, I'll probably put an Engine on him or Sniper. But you can put a Marksman to get the finishing and shot power up. Either what you do is completely fine. I'd recommend a Sniper though, in my opinion, on the wing, just to get his dribbling stats up a little bit more as well. I recommend a lot to get his dribbling stats up and to get his composure up. Another very good card. I think I had 600 games with him in total. All of these guys I've used into the ground, apart from Gabriel, I've not really used that much, I won't lie, but I know he's very, very good. But I have him in my team still, have him in my team of the year, have him in my team, and I still have Blanc and him on my team as well. Now, going over to the back line. Now, another card that I do use as well is Renato Sanchez. Now, again, this is the team that I've used, so you guys know this team. If you're really good enough in a weekend league, you can get elite easily with this team. This team, I'll be honest, has carried me too many times to such good ranks. You know, even in delay. Now, we've gone with the Shapeshifter Renato. Now, I know he's too slow. Just buy him with a shadow. He's honestly very, very good. The key thing is he's left-footed, so he can play those driven through passes down the wing. That's why I like him. He's left-footed. With the Shapeshifter, they've changed his card because he's left-footed as well, so he can play those driven through balls down the wing with the 4-2-3-1. If you watch my 4-2-3-1 video, if you haven't watched that video, how to use the 4-2-3-1, the best attack patterns, watch that video. I think honest people messaged me the other day. They went from gold to elite just by watching that video, so make sure you check that out. Again, Shadow, fantastic card, can do everything. You can even put him in centre mid again if you're losing. These guys honestly can play everywhere. Another very good card, good agility balance, but he needs a shadow camera style. It is very, very important to get that sprint speed up to 96. Now going with the centre back. Now I had Semedo there. Now this is the Semedo that I had. I had the informed Semedo and I played him there for a very long time. And if you watch this video and you're like, what on earth is this guy talking about? What does he know? Listen, Semedo is the best centre back I've used this year. Semedo literally carried me with a 15k team to getting elite 3 times in a row after team of the year. Goals Semedo. I bought this one recently. He doesn't even cost 170k. He costs like 59k or something. 70k he costs now. Absolute steal. One of the best centre backs in the game. No doubt about that. Then we're going to go with the goalkeeper. Without a doubt, it's Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is the best goalkeeper in the game, period. Just to give you a bit of an insight, I have the upgraded Ter Stegen, but in all honesty, Goal Ter Stegen get the job done. I'd rather have Goal Ter Stegen than most other cards in the game. I'd rather have Goal Ter Stegen than Team of the Year Handanovic, or even if Team of the Year De Gea came out, I'll still have Ter Stegen. He's just got everything. He's got a savoured feature. He can do everything. Next then we've got Mendy. Now I'm presuming most of you guys done Mendy. At the very least you've done the 85. I would recommend the 87, and I'll be honest, I think it's actually a very good card. Now if you have the 87 Mendy, now this is important, if you have the 87 or the 93, play him in CDM and play Blanc in centre back. So Blanc will go centre back with those stats and Semedo there. And then the last person we're going to go with is we're going to link the guy that I'm pretty sure you've seen most of this guy. Another very good card that can play everywhere. I think I have in my team as well. This card as well, he's almost going to call him 5-star as well. Very good card. You know, he's got the stats everywhere. See, in fact, in theory, all these cards, past Semedo, the rest of these cards can play anywhere. The midfielders can play in the back line, they can play in defense, they can play in attack, they can play anywhere. It's the most versatile team. So how will this look in terms of chemistry? This is what we're kind of lean towards, as you can see over here. We've got this team over here. Most players will get full chemistry. Again, we're just going to put loyalty in all these players. So we're going to put, everyone will have 10 chemistry. There's going to be no issue with chemistry apart from the back line. As you can see, the team is just under, well, it's just gone up now because prices have increased, but it was just under 1 million coins. By the time you're watching this, it should be under. I was able to afford Semedo. If you can upgrade this is what I will do. These would be the key upgrades. If you can afford it, these would be the key upgrades that I would do. And then what I'll do is probably get the likes of Seedorf. I think Seedorf is an exceptionally good card. I'll get the base Seedorf. Just because I think it's got the better agility and balance. So if you also want an icon card, then that means you can play any right back in this position. But let's just say you went with Gabriel, as I like to call him. A very good team. So how would you line it up now? The only issue is that the centre backs, they won't get full chemistry. So in order for these guys to retain 7 chemistry respectively, you need to go with a manager. Now, the league is important. You need Liga Santander, and to be honest, the nation is not that important. I mean, I'm just going to go with Brazil. But yeah, then that way you have these guys on 7 chemistry. And before you say, oh, 7 chemistry, what is he doing? The most important thing is a guy on 7. Look at this guy's stats on 7 chemistry. If you ever doubt on this, look at these stats on 7 chemistry. Name me one other card that's better than this card in the game right now. And that position in the whole back line, there is none. So you can't dispute that. Now, if you're going to play a 4-2-3-1, the way I would do it is I'll line it up like this. I'll play a 4-2-3-1. Now, you can, in theory, play anyone, anywhere. I would probably go with this. Atal on this side, 5-star weak foot, and his left foot is like that, 5-star, 5-star. I'd probably go Neymar in striker. But I think if you don't like Neymar in striker, you can put Senior in striker who's got the physicality. And if you are losing, all you have to do then is just then put Atal in centre mid. And that way, and Cam should I say, sorry, and that way you can kind of run back and he's got the defensive stats as well. If you are losing, what you can do is you can swap Blanc and Mendy around. Mendy's got 5-star, 5-star, so you can get that job done very well. Even with Footmas, Mendy can get the job done as well, but I'd probably leave him in centre back. That is how I'd line it up in a 4-2-3-1. If you're going to play a 4-4-2, the exact same thing, to be honest. And then I'll probably put Neymar and Senior and Cam. If you want, you can probably change these around. I would prefer Mendy in centre back, but if you really want to, you can put Main down the wing, and you can put Renato Sanchez in centre back if you want to as well. And that is one other way you can line it up. The most important thing is Neymar as a senior striker. And if you are going to play, I would say a 4-1-2. This is where I think the formation really excels. If you're going to play this, the way I'll do it is Neymar there, Atal there. It is debatable how you line this up, personally speaking. What I would maybe do is maybe put Lucas in Cam, maybe move Atal to centre. I said they can play anyway, you can try this out yourself. And that's the way I'll line up. Anyway, that would be the 1 million coin team. If you got a million coins spare, do you know what? I'll be honest, look, even if you got your main team, I'd recommend selling your team and using this team, because you guys know I've used this team. It works very, very well. I 100% recommend it. And it'd be a good formation as well. If you want to play attacking football as well, everyone can attack. Even your right back. It's got 5-star, and got very good attacking stats. So every single player can attack. So you can use, in theory, any formation. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you have any suggestions on your budgets, let me know down below. Peace out.